Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Towns. I'm number 12, and give me a moment to close a few things. Okay, apparently killing Firefox caused the frame rate to drop. I'm gonna close something else and hope that will do. Okay, so we're still recording at 14 frames per second, which is not very much. Anyway, I hope you don't mind, so we're having a slower day again. This trader is being served. So last time we started building Boots of Haste, if memory serves. Let's see, not vanity items, they are military items, and Goblinite. We have 2 Boots of Haste in store, which is pretty fun. I'm not going to bother with citizen happiness for a moment, because I do want to get other things out of the way first, namely Boots of Haste creation, which should then in turn speed up everything else. So I equipped my craftspeople with those boots. Now I'm going to give 1 pair of them to this guy and 1 pair of them to this guy, so they can carry around things much faster than before. There's a new pair made? No, there's not. What are you making there? Craftsman? Oh, spiderite swords. Why am I making spiderite swords again? Did I tell them to make those? Oh, I did. Why did I do that? Okay, apparently I'm also building spiderite swords. The things you learn when you play towns. And yeah, what else were we doing? So right now we're waiting for this merchant to be completely served and to go away. We bought some nice things. We bought a purple throne and a bird in a golden cage, which will hopefully attract new heroes. We may also have hit the population we need. Oh, no, I don't think we have. I think we need 25 people again to support another hero. So that won't happen anytime soon. I wonder if I could just kick out one of those knights and have him replaced with something else. Actually, I didn't want to have that guy over here. I just thought every hero would need a bed. Apparently that was not the case. So screw being nice, they will only get the bare minimum items they need. Okay. Also still terraforming here, which might actually slow down the... Oh, the caravan left. Okay. So they didn't get all the mud the green gale we wanted to give them, but that's fine. That is actually fine. I don't mind that. We could have seen worse. We also have our harlots equipped with boots of haste now, so they should be faster. And we built a barrack over here, which should help with getting things out of the way, with keeping the town alive and safe. Group 2 will be the I should really learn spelling. Dungeon guards. Okay. And actually, you will become a dungeon guard. Because I feel those are more useful than the others. Or well then having the soldiers up there. Okay, you're guards, okay. I could have him patrol around now, but I don't really want to. I just prefer to have him here, just in case something decides to pop up from the dungeon. Because that is, as we learned last time, or well, not last time, but a few episodes ago, quite a painful thing to have happening to you. You're tilling the soil there, that's fine. Really wish they wouldn't dump all the wheat everywhere, But once our haulers are done with the terraforming over here, we will more than likely have... What is that bird getting here? We will remove the tilling and mining task from them, and they should be back to, well, hauling things. Which is something I'm going to disable for my crafters again. If I haven't already. No, I seem to have done that already. Don't want them to haul things, I don't want anyone to feed animals, because that is right now just a waste of time. Also we placed some hobgoblin poles here, at least one of them. We're gonna place another soonish, I guess. Okay, wonderful. So life is going on here. We are making lots of things, and how many weapons are there to go? 17. Well, that might take a while. I'm afraid that will take a while. It will take a pretty damn long time. And I would like to have another military merchant soonish, because I want to get rid of all this stuff we have lying around here. I know I could place it in a container, but I don't really feel like doing so. And yeah, it's just going to lie here until that looks weird. It always looks weird when an animal is over some equipment. But it looked especially weird with this bone helmet here, which is apparently white, and more white than this bone helmet right next to it. So it gives some additional health. Wonderful. Just wonderful. The banana farm is finished here. All we need now is a banana to actually plant there. And that should go pretty well. Okay, we have the snow going on too. And I'm really running out of things to say here. By the way, I told you about 40 episodes ago that I was in an interview for a new job at a financial consultant, and I decided to reject that because I really don't want to work for in the financial area. I just didn't want to, and also my current job, uh, while being not paid very well, is going to be paid better. In fact, it will be paid better than the new job, because there is a law going on, or there is a law going to be in place in January that will increase my payment. So everyone is going to receive this a certain minimum wage, and my job will be affected by that. So I will be quite well off. Aside of that, I'm still going to keep my tips, so I'm hoping that they won't be too affected by this change. Also, what's one of my main reasons for keeping that job is that my task involves a lot of movement and fresh air, which are things that most other jobs don't have, and things that I feel I quite need. So that's another reason for me to just keep the old job and keep delivering pizza for a while, because well, it's cycling and climbing stairs, so that's probably the best thing you can get to lose a few pounds, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to stay in that business for a while. I might end up getting my government grant anyway, soonish, so at that point I won't have to bother with money at all, really. So, yeah. Things are looking good for me right now. Just as a quick uh, kind of video log update. I'm not gonna I'm trying to keep those as short as possible, unless of course you guys are interested in it. If you really want to, you may also ask me things, and I will answer them either in a comment or in the video itself. Yeah, just if you want to. Um, Maybe that's interesting to you. I don't know. I know some people do it. I personally try to avoid giving too much information about my private life, just because I prefer to have it that way. It's really just that I prefer to have those information not overly well distributed among everyone. I just ran out of things to say, so I had to resort to that to keep the talk going. Damn, I have to build around that later. I'm one of those people who tries to avoid moving things around if at all possible. I mean, I don't need this all those mills, I guess, because I don't have the population for all of them right now. I mean, it's the cook and baking faction that does the milling, and we currently have those occupied with the kitchen and with buttering and baking, so I guess I could do with less mills here. Then again, I may end up with more people soonish. Well, not that soon, but at some point. Right now happiness is dropping again, and I want to equip my cooks and bakers with boots of haste. How many to go? Not silver goblinoid. Still 13 boots to go. Um, I guess that's something. I suppose once those boots are finished, I will have to get back to letting people rest for a bit, so they can attract more people. The happiness of my craftspeople is dropping again. And I really wish it would do something else than just attract more people. I don't think they work faster or better with more happiness. Although I may be wrong there, but it doesn't seem to have that much of an impact aside of attracting more people. And again, I'm not sure that is the best solution to the entire immigration system, because it requires you to wait for a significant amount of time at some points. And I really dislike that. I already stressed that point in an earlier video, so I'm not going to dwell on it too long. At least I hope I don't. I might end up going back on that. Okay, we expanded the sugar farm quite significantly when we removed those fishing sets, so that should help us a lot. I could also just dig out a channel here and add more sugar farms over here, but I don't think we need that right now. The amount we have is enough to keep us going. As you can see, they are not entirely farmed out, and we have a lot of sugar lying around here. So I won't really bother with that. We're kind of out of things to kill here, which is a bit of a shame. I would like to do some more dungeon exploring, but I'm afraid that would go horribly, horribly wrong. So I'd rather not do it. Although I suppose I could place another hero room here. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Tavern room here. I know I won't get a dwarf for a while, but I suppose it's good to have a tavern room for him. So we'll have a dwarf here, or pretty much any hero. I don't really care which hero, as long as he is there. I guess I should also look for someone who would spend a lot of time in his room instead of anywhere else, but I suppose dwarves will do just fine. He should do well. My, we have a lot of iron here. Our happiness also just climbed up a bit. I suppose that's because someone ate cake or something. Okay. It would be really tempting to just dig out a bit here. Although, no, let's not dig that. Let's instead make some stairways. Maybe not here. This is kind of a weird decision, or something I'm probably not doing very smart. So I have to consider that. Because on the one hand, I do want my people to get around here quicker, but I'd also prefer them not to leave too many openings for creatures to invade us, which is something we have seen quite recently. So that would be something to avoid, and we should certainly avoid it. What we can do would be that. So we can at least make that more efficient and dig out some passages. I'm not sure if I should dig here. I'm still kind of afraid of those larger unexplored areas because there might just be one unexplored room hiding in here, and it might be full of creatures that want to kill us. However, we can mine out a bit here, and no, not here. This could be okay. Gonna mine right through the. No, I'm not sure if I will affect my mines if I mine that, so I'm just going to dig through here. This shouldn't be too bad, I would hope. So I'm gonna just dig some passages here to shorten the. Not there. The, come on. To shorten any ways that might have to be made through the dungeon. This could be a bit riskier here. Also going to dig through here. So we're just making some passages here. Don't have a mine up here, so I'll also go through here and through here. Here and yeah, why not? Here. This is mostly just producing stones for us, but it's still something we want to do. Having more passages will also increase the well, it will just decrease the amount of time that people spend walking from A to B, which is something we certainly approve of. That's more copper. Okay. I think with that I will conclude this episode. I would hope we don't encounter any new dungeon rooms. If so, we might be in trouble. Happiness is looking fine though. I do like that. Okay, I'm going to cut off the episode here. I'm number 12. This is Towns. We still have one bit of snow to place here. And I'm going to record one more episode before I get ready for work. So I'll see you next time. Bye.